Good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. And I tell you what, I like looking at that screen. Well, if I could see it. It's 59 degrees, might be a high of 70 today. And that means it's baseball weather. I'll talk about that. I am in a great mood. There's a doubleheader tomorrow night up in Fannin County, a home game, doubleheader. Gotta love a doubleheader. And I'm going up there. I will be at the game. I have to quit pecking on the table. It's Beto O'Rourke Day. How can you be? First of all, if you would ever like to contact the show, 706-889, right there's the number, 9700. Chief at Fetcha News. There's all the social media ways you can follow the show. I want to thank Rick and Cindy. Oh my God, hey, I was right on the money. I told you that would be a great hour. I know a lot of you enjoyed it. In fact, if you were viewing, you enjoyed it. Everybody enjoyed it. Who did not enjoy that? Thank you very much for filling in, and we'll have the two of them back. Boy, I bet you Bruce is nervous, right? Like, well, wait a minute. What happened to my slot? Interesting. Cindy is right there. All right, so anyhow, it's Beto O'Rourke Day. Whoa. If you're at CNN and you're at MSNBC, especially CNN, if you're at CNN or MSNBC or any ABC, all of them, the network, CBS, don't want to leave them out. If you're any of those this morning, they are gushing. They're excited. They are so excited they can't contain themselves. They have the Kleenexes right there so they can tap the little tears away from the corners of their eyes. They can't cry. Like Minka's not on. She's off today. But let's say Minka was on. She can't bring up a tear, can she? Just saying. I know that might have been wrong. Anyhow, number six. This was CNN at 6 a.m. this morning. Breaking news. They had this thing go, pooh, breaking news. I thought another airliner had crashed. Sorry, I know that was insensitive, but I did. I'm like, did another airliner crash? And then the very next picture was this. Well, the guy's a little sleepy-eyed, I caught, but this is right here, number 7, right after that. Beto O'Rourke launches 2020 presidential campaign. And here is the next one, number 8. Allison Camerata cannot contain herself. I'm not going to go there, but I'm telling you, she is just like, oh. Well, I don't know if that's what she exactly did or not. But wait a minute. We found Beto O'Rourke's campaign. We've got it. This is his launch. Beto O'Rourke launched his campaign this morning. We found the video. We found exclusive footage that you're not going to see anywhere else. Watch Beto O'Rourke announce his campaign right here on FYNTV.com with BKP. We got that exclusive clip. Play that.
The name's Francis Sawyer. But everybody calls me Psycho. Any of you guys call me Francis, and I'll kill you. Ooh. You just made the list, buddy. And I don't like nobody touching my stuff. So just keep your meat hooks off. If I catch any of you guys in my stuff, I'll kill you. Also, I don't like nobody touching me. Now, any of you homos touch me, and I'll kill you.
Lighten up, Francis.
Just saying. Now, I want to know, with that announcement that he just made, if any of you homos touch my stuff, I'll kill you, which I think is totally wrong. I do not think he should have said that, because I wonder how this guy feels now. I wonder how Pete Buttigieg feels. He could be the first gay elected president. But there is Francis O'Rourke. Sorry, how could you not do that? I mean, the guy's name is Francis. But his rock star status is Beto. Why, it's Beto O'Rourke is his rock star, but his real name is Francis. Now, I'm sorry. I had to, any homos touch my stuff, I'll kill you. Francis. My name is Francis. Lighten up, Francis. Huh? Well, you know, I understand. I mean, Francis came out with that, you know, comment and everything. I mean, it's a real kick in the shorts to a guy like this. But I don't know if I should say kick in the shorts considering he's gay. You know, it's a real boot in the ass. I don't know if I should say that considering there's all kinds of things that you just can't say anymore. Well, that's a real kick in the shorts. Why? Because I'm gay? Just saying. I don't know. Damn. Everybody's all sensitive. But how can you not? And I'll tell you why. I'm not just making light of this morning. I just cannot. You have to have fun with this because I'm going to tell you something. If you would have been watching this morning at 6 o'clock, Beto O'Rourke. Now I'm going to get to Pete Buttigieg, and I want to be serious. Yes, Pete Buttigieg is a Democrat candidate. He is the mayor of South Bend, Indiana. Now, obviously, I'm not going to agree with him on his policy. I'm not going to agree with him on the way he looks at things. But right now, he's the best candidate in the race for the Democrats. All right, if you're looking at it from this is your best candidate in the race right now. I mean, he is sharp. He's articulate. He actually can put a thought together with numbers. Beto O'Rourke, once he's exposed to the United States, let's go. This is the candidate. Now, I'm going to tell you real quick, okay? Kamala Harris has to be a flamethrower, okay? She has to be a flamethrower. It's the only way to keep her name in. So she's gone with, you know, she's gone with reparations. She's gone with legalizing prostitution, legalizing, she smoked marijuana. Kamala wants to keep her name in as a flamethrower, okay? The others are just struggling to get, even though they're getting free airtime and free campaign contributions. If you think Stormy Daniels, and let's go to here because it is. I don't want to give Pete Buttigieg that kind of it. Let's go with number 5. Okay, here's Beto. It's 6:01 in the morning, folks. Right there, MSNBC. And what I want you to do is look at the timing. Because these networks announced this as breaking news and it used 6, 7, and some 8 minutes. And CNN went further than that with their broadcast opening with this guy here just announcing. When this guy did this, I want to know how this guy here feels. Number 34, real quick. Massachusetts Representative Seth Moulton will travel to Iowa as he considers 2020 run. That's all he got. It's hilarious. That's all this guy got. He's on MSNBC. It's 4:10, right? Central time. So it's 5:10 a.m. This guy didn't even get in the 6 o'clock hour. He didn't even get in CNN circle, I don't think. And he got this right here. And he got 5 seconds on MSNBC. He's not Beto O'Rourke. This guy got 5 seconds on there. How do you think this guy feels right now? Number 35. He got 5 seconds also on MSNBC at 5:09 Eastern time this morning. He didn't even get into 6 o'clock. Swalwell says he will make 2020 decision by the. How do you think he feels this morning? Right? Got knocked right off the charts. I mean, it's like a #1 song. I swear to God. You got to watch these people. They are tapping the corners of their eyes with the tears. It's like they just got concert tickets. It's like this guy just launched to the #1 spot in the Billboard charts of the top song I swear to God. I mean, people are waiting on Saturday to see if his song is #1 on the Billboard charts on Casey Kasem's countdown. Go back to number 5. So Beto O'Rourke, okay, let's say this really quick, okay? And I want to get this out because we have Carla's Corner at 8:30, and we've got tax tips with Beth Bennett, and we have a special guest. Now, Beth is a special guest. That was just wrong out of me. But you don't want to miss at 9 o'clock tax tips with Beth Bennett, special guest. So Beto O'Rourke here, right? Now, I know I'm jumping around, Josh, but it just was amazing. Let's go to number 10, okay? Now, this is 6:04 in the morning. CNN's already assembled the round table. I mean, they got the round table. They are breaking it down, all right? And, you know, Fox jumped in also. They didn't go overboard, but Fox jumped in. But look at this here, number 14. And here's where we'll stay with this for a minute, okay? Now, Beto O'Rourke is a 3-term, I think, congressman from El Paso, Texas, okay? So he's 3, and he ran against Ted Cruz, and they are now they're roundtabling it. Is Texas now in play, folks? Texas was not in play when he ran against Ted Cruz. More people are going to vote for Donald Trump than they did Ted Cruz in Texas. No disrespect there, Senator Cruz. You know I do like you and everything. It's Texas now in play. He couldn't win Texas 4 months ago. But is it in play? They're coming up with this. Now, let me tell you this, and I want to go on because it's going to be a rock star status here, okay? Rock star. But what will happen is they have created this candidate, okay? They have created this candidate in his father's image. You remember when they created Barack Hussein Obama? You remember when this guy, Barack Hussein Obama, was a state senator, period, state senator, community organizer. And then remember this, let me just paint this really quick. And then remember, he's a state senator, okay? And he then runs for Senate. But what happened? The Illinois senator, which was a Republican, went to like prison, like they all do. So he gets in trouble. He has to drop out. He goes to prison. There's no way Obama's going to beat this guy, even if he had charges against him in Illinois. But yeah, you remember the Republican dropped out of the race because he's headed to prison. He got in big trouble and so forth. So that left a vacuum. Keyes, remember? Look it up. Alan Keyes became the Republican candidate for Senate in Illinois. So they basically walked over and gave this young man, this child, community organizer, the Senate seat. So he wins as senator because he doesn't have an opponent. So Barack Obama gets a free election. Right to the Senate, do not pass, go. Win $200. So he's in the Senate. And next thing you know, they create him to be a candidate for President of the United States. And we end up with a community organizer that has never actually had an opponent, even including John McCain. This guy got two free opponents in a row. He got Alan Keyes in Illinois, and then he got the free opponent, okay, Barack Obama and John McCain, and the collapse of the. But anyhow, so now we're creating a new candidate in his father's likeness and image, okay? But here's going to be the biggest difference with Beto O'Rourke. You're going to see him outside of Texas. So there's two things to watch. Watch the media cover that up, okay? See, they know. They're the ones that gave him rock star status in Texas. And if you were not busy in the last election trying to get your representative elected, trying to see if your governor, like in Georgia, we were busy here trying to get Brian Kemp elected as the governor of Georgia. If you were busy trying to get your senator elected, if you were busy paying attention to anything other than Texas, you have no idea that this guy's an empty shirt. Oh, remember the last empty shirt that ran for national office that there was no substance, and the media created a circle around the empty shirt to make sure you didn't find out there's no depth? They're in full steam this morning. I mean, they are in glee. They will start creating the circle of protection around this guy. But here's what's going to happen. America's going to find out this guy is nothing but an empty shirt when he gets on the stage against who? Pete Buttigieg. Go back to Pete Buttigieg. Because Pete Buttigieg is a serious candidate. He is. He's a serious candidate. He does not have, and I want to be clear on this guy does not have does not see things in the value that I do. He does not see policy and procedure the way I do. He does not. We are totally two different people when it comes to how we see, the economy, the world, social issues. We are. But I will tell you, I watched a guy, I have to say I like him. If I was sitting down and, I would have a conversation with Mayor Buttigieg, okay? So you got to pay attention to that. But this guy is going to knock Beto O'Rourke off the stage. This is my thought, okay? So Beto is in. He is in. Now, this is the interesting. Okay, I want you to come before we get... hold on, I'm going to get to the one I want. I have a clip that I want here. I know everybody's talking about the kids that are trying to get into college, and mom and dad are in trouble, and mom's in trouble for putting up all the money. All right, hang tight here. Give me, I'll have it here in a minute. Give me number one. This is MSNBC at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. this morning. 6 a.m. There's a reason I put this up, 6 a.m. That's Central Time, 5 a.m. Beto O'Rourke announces, this is the top story of the day. Now, what is not the top story of the day is, and they are doing the story, but what is not the top story of the day is number two. Number two. Manafort indicted on fraud charges by Manhattan prosecutors. That's the story they're running with. And we will get into that in our 9:30 hour, in the 9 o'clock hour, right after. We're going to get into Manafort right after Tax Tips with H&R Block, Beth Bennett. Approximately 9:20 this morning, we're going to get into this. We're going to explain Paul Manafort indicted. And they're running with this because they don't want to run with two cases now in the Robert Mueller investigation, special counsel investigation. Two cases now say, hey, nothing with Russian collusion. Nothing with collusion of the campaign. Nothing at all tied to President Donald Trump. And that is all the media has been looking for. And they've used Paul Manafort on a daily basis to try to tell you that, hey, he is tied to Russia and he's tied to Donald Trump. Nothing there, okay? Yes, we know the plane has been grounded, and I'm staying on this for a reason. Okay, I got one here. Let's go to, we'll use this one here, okay? And I say, number 17, we'll use this quote. Now, I want to leave you with this. I'm not being silly here. I'm being serious. I'm just born to be in it. I'm just born to be in it. Okay? Now, this rollout and the way he did it in this quote, "I'm just born to be in it." Is he saying just do it? Is he using "I'm just born to be in it"? Just do it? Is he going to use that thought process with Nike, just do it? And when he says "I'm just born to be in it," now I'm not being silly here. And I hope I don't get in trouble also, but let's see if I hear something here. That's Bruce Springsteen. We were born to run. Born to run. I just wonder, born. I'm just born to be in it. Now let me tell you something, okay? And you don't take this serious, I understand, and that's okay. But when Ronald Reagan ran for office, that's when the Born in the USA album came out from Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA. And Ronald Reagan campaign stops, Ronald Reagan's campaign was using Born in the USA. So Reagan would come out to this blasting Born in the USA. And at this time, we don't know, as a country, we don't know what a lefty Springsteen is at this time. We don't know he's this lefty. He's a liberal wacko. Don't forget, Springsteen's done concerts for Hillary. He's done concerts for Obama. So I'm wondering if, okay, and Springsteen sent Reagan a message saying, "Stop using my Born in the USA in your campaign rallies." Okay? I am wondering if "I'm just born to be in it," if we will see any campaign stops with the rock star status Bruce Springsteen, and if any of the music will be Born to Run. I just wonder. I'm just reaching out there, Born to Run. I mean, because this is going to be, I mean, you will be able to buy the Beto O'Rourke t-shirt on the concert series. You will be able to do that. You will be able to buy the concert series t-shirt, all of his stops. Beto O'Rourke 2020, all of the stops. They'll do it. They'll have the t-shirts outside. You'll go in. There'll be a concert. They will do everything to circle this guy so you don't find out who he really is, that he's an empty shirt. He has no policies. He has nothing at all going for him. He cannot be the president of the United States. We watched that for 8 years. We don't need it again. Now, I will say this. What is a candidate like Joe Biden going to do with this kid? Huh? VP? Offering VP? After they run against each other? Go to the convention? Joe get the nomination? Name this kid his running mate? I don't know. But I will tell you this. This kid does not stand a chance of going through Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania and convincing him. Young man, we're calling me young man. Okay, all right, I hear it through the screen. He's a congressman. He's been on El Paso City Council. Quit calling him a kid. Right, this young man will not be able to bring the Democrats, Wisconsin, with him on the ticket. Minnesota's in play. I know what you're thinking. Well, there's Klobuchar. No. Minnesota can be in play this time. Absolutely. Minnesota's not that far off. Go back. They keep telling you, okay? They keep telling you how close the campaign between Beto O'Rourke and Ted Cruz. Go look in the presidential election how close Trump came in Minnesota. All right? It wasn't, just saying. This guy can't bring Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Ohio. He can't do it. Joe Biden is going to be a challenge in those states, whether Republicans want to admit to it or not, when it comes to the Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. This kid will not be. So we'll see what plays out. But it's Beto O'Rourke Day. Francis O'Rourke Day. Okay, the President of the United States. Here we go. Here's the list. 23. You see everybody that is in it to win it there. Okay, there they are. All of the candidates: Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, and there's going to be more. Now, Elizabeth Warren at 9 o'clock. I'm going to explain to you why Elizabeth Warren is the front runner in one area. In one area, I'm going to explain why she's the front runner in one area. Okay, Bernie's just going to flail his arms and yell. Amy's never going to break through. The governors are just trying to get their name out, I guess. I don't know what for. Kamala will probably run out of flame. She's the flamethrower of the group right now. I don't know what she's going to throw out next. So we'll see as this goes on. Cory Booker, I predict he will come out and announce that he is gay. I'm just saying. Why don't you get off me? I think he will. I think he'll come out and announce that, Buttigieg cannot. I think what he'll do is say, maybe Pete Buttigieg, I don't think he's the only chance at having a first gay president. Just saying. CNN asked the question. Let me ask you this. Stormy Daniels. Michael Cohen. $130,000 illegal, quote, their illegal campaign contribution. Do you not think CNN is giving some airtime for free that should not be considered in-kind campaign contributions? I'm serious. I think these networks should be held accountable for in-kind campaign contributions with all these free town halls to help candidates. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take a brief break, and we'll be back right after these messages. It'll be time for Carla's Corner.